Okay. All right. Ready? Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Today, coming to you live from John Stella Field in Brown Park in Omaha, Nebraska, we bring you the 2021 NAIA Baseball National Championship opening round in the Bellevue bracket. 5 teams involved in this tournament. The next game scheduled featuring the number 2 seed, the Mid-American Nazarene Pioneers, taking on the number 3 seed, the Concordia University Bulldogs. Welcome to our broadcast, everyone. Mick Krupski here doing the play-by-play. Chad Jenkins running the cameras and the board behind us. Thanks to him for his work for this tournament. And we're glad you are with us as the Great Plains Athletic Association Concordia Bulldogs take on the Heart of America Conference Mid-American Nazarene Pioneers in this opening round match. On the season, the Concordia Bulldogs are 38-9 overall, 21-7 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They tied with Doane University for the regular season championship and then won the conference tournament to advance with the automatic bid. For the Mid-American Nazarene, the Pioneers are 39-14 overall, 25-4 in the Heart of America Conference. They finished behind Central Methodist in the regular season and tournament to advance to this national tournament opening round. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams as the head coaches and umpiring crew around home plate going over the ground rules here at John Stella Field. Concordia Bulldogs will be the visiting team, so let's take a look at their starting lineup. Leading off and playing second base, number 8, Jaden Adams. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 5, Bo Dorman. Batting third and playing left field, number 19, Joey Grabansky. The cleanup hitter for the Bulldogs is the right fielder, number 14, Keaton Kander. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 28, Jesse Garcia. Batting sixth and catching, number 3, Ben Berg. Batting seventh and playing center field, number 7, Tate Johnson. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 34, Jacob Falk. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 27, Jose Ceballos. On the mound this afternoon for the Bulldogs, Nick Little, a 7-win and 1-loss record on the season, a 5.23 earned run average for Little. And now here's the starting lineup for the home team, the Mid-American Nazarene Pioneers. Leading off and playing right field, number 8, Josh Torrance. Batting second and playing first base, number 2, Adam Relihan. Batting third, the catcher, number 23, Joshua Sandoval. The cleanup hitter for the Pioneers, the center fielder, number 11, Dante Freeman. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 10, Bryson Sherwood. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 15, Ryan Leo. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 24, Randy Fernandez. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 19, Jacob Jenkins. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 6, Austin Healey. On the mound for the Pioneers, John Vargas, a 12-1 record on the season, a 2.79 earned run average. Those are the starting lineups, and as you can see from your screen, the Pioneers are out on the field wearing their Columbia blue, baby blue, sky blue uniforms, whatever you want to call it, with red and navy trim. Let's set the defense for Mid-American Nazarene. Across the infield, Adam Relihan is at first base. Randy Fernandez is at second. Austin Healey is the shortstop. The third baseman is Bryson Sherwood. Across the outfield, Jacob Jenkins is in left. Dante Freeman is in center. And Josh Torrance in right. The battery for the Pioneers. Behind the plate is Joshua Sandoval and John Vargas on the mound. 12 wins and 1 loss on the season. A 2.79 earned run average. Vargas has thrown 96 2/3 innings coming into today's action. He has struck out 129 and walked 33 in that body of work. The first batter of today's game for the Concordia Bulldogs, leadoff hitter, second baseman Jaden Adams. Looks at a called strike one. The first pitch from John Vargas. Timeout on the field as some of the Concordia players outside the dugout, they're asked to go back inside. Jaden Adams, a .406 hitter on the season. He's the leading hitter amongst the regulars for Concordia, now down in the count 0-2. 175 at-bats. He has collected 71 hits on the season. Down to the count. Here's the next pitch from Vargas. Holds up on the swing. The appeal to first base. They said he did hold up. Now 1-2 the count. As a team, the Bulldogs hitting .346 on the season. They also have 80 home runs during the course of their 47 games. Just off the outside edge, the count goes to 2-2. Little one of the call there, but just off the edge. Zach Lutz is our home plate umpire today. Sean Johnston is at first. Connor Singleton is at second. And Aaron Christians is at third. Four-man umpiring crew for this opening round matchup. Swung on and missed. Bounced to the plate, blocked up by the catcher. The strikeout is recorded at first base for the first out of the game. Nice job behind the dish by Joshua and Sandoval to block it up, then bounced out in front of the plate to throw down to first. The next batter for Concordia, the designated hitter, Bo Dorman. Dorman, a .364 hitter on the season for the Bulldogs, members of the Great Plains Athletic Conference. First pitch, ball one. Again, blocked up by the catcher, winds up halfway back out to the mound. So John Vargas retrieves it and then gets back to work on the hill. Coming to you from John Stella Field, inside of Brown Park in Omaha, Nebraska, about a 10 to 15-minute drive from the Bellevue University campus. The Bellevue squad hosting this regional. Fastball on the knees, called strike. Good pop on the fastball from Vargas. Don Roddy Field in Bellevue, just a minute or two away from the Bellevue University campus, was the scheduled site to start the tournament. That was hit in the air to right center field. Coming on for the play is Josh Torrance. And there are two away in the top of the second inning, or top of the first inning, excuse me. Numbers are always hard for me. Batting third, left fielder Joey Grabansky. Don Roddy Field in Bellevue, a natural dirt and grass field. We've had about a day and a half of light rain and drizzle here in the Omaha-Bellevue area, so the decision was made earlier this morning to move it here to John Stella Field, which is a field turf synthetic field. This is where the Bellevue Bruins played most of their regular season games for the last several years. A facility they share with Omaha South High School. Swung on and missed. Little slider that time from Vargas. 1-2, 1-1 the count on Grabansky. .386 Grabansky's batting average on the season. Swings and misses at another breaking ball. That one more of a curve than a slider. The count in favor of Vargas, 1-2 on Grabansky. Another breaking ball. That one's hammered down the left field side, just fair down the left field side. Grabansky around first, on his way to second. The throw will not be in time. A two-out double by Joey Grabansky gives the Concordia fans in attendance something to cheer about. Concordia University, located in Seward, Nebraska. That's about a 70-mile trip down Interstate 80 from the Omaha area, located near Lincoln, Nebraska. Here's a replay of that last hit by Grabansky. Got the head of the bat out around that one. Hustling down the line. Tight turn at first base, on his way to second. And now we're back to the live action. The batter, the right fielder, Keaton Kander. Kander awaits the first pitch from Vargas. Tries to check his swing. They say he does. Ball one the call. Kander, a .384 hitter on the year. Also 42 RBIs, has a chance with a runner in scoring position. Grabansky at second. Open batting stance, awaits the pitch. Fastball. Misses on that one. Now 2-0 the count. Mid-American Nazarene University, located in Olathe, Kansas. Kansas City area. That fastball comes in at the knees. Now 2-1 the count. An outstanding 12 wins against 1 loss record for John Vargas as he looks in for the next signal from catcher Joshua Sandoval. Sweeps low and away, now 3-1. First base is open, so Vargas doesn't have to put one right down the middle here. He wants to work around the cleanup hitter if necessary. Jesse Garcia in the 5-hole awaits on deck. Should Kander reach. On the knees once again. Nicely located fastball to run the count full. First 4 batters in the Concordia lineup, all in the upper echelon, as you would expect, of their team batting average leaders on the season. Here's the payoff pitch to Kander, a breaking ball for a called strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for starter John Vargas, and for the Concordia Bulldogs, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. After a half, the Bulldogs nothing, and the Pioneers coming to bat. As the gray-clad Concordia Bulldogs take to the field, let's set their starting lineup defensively. Across the infield, Jesse Garcia is the first baseman. Second baseman is Jaden Adams. The shortstop is Jose Ceballos, and Jacob Falk is at third base. Across the outfield, Joey Grabansky is in left. The center fielder is Tate Johnson, and Keaton Kander is in right. The battery for Concordia, behind the plate, Ben Berg, and on the mound is right-hander Nick Little. Little, a 7-1 record on the year, another pitcher with an outstanding record, a 5.23 earned run average. On the year, Little has thrown 53 1/3 innings. He struck out 64 while walking 14. So these two schools trying to advance in the winner's bracket in this tournament. The loser of today's game will play tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock against St. Xavier University. St. Xavier lost to Bellevue University in the first game today. The winner advances to the 2:30 game tomorrow afternoon against the winner of the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma and Bellevue University. That game yet to be played later this evening. Scheduled starting time on that one about 6:30 p.m. Nick Little has completed his warm-up tosses as he awaits the first batter from Mid-America Nazarene. That will be right fielder Josh Torrance.
Leading out for the Pioneers, right fielder number 8, Josh Torrance.
Torrance above the 300 mark as well. Everybody's been above that mark thus far. He's a 308 hitter in that leadoff spot. A 417 on base percentage. First pitch swinging, a hot chopper up the middle. There'll be a throw, and just in time. A bang-bang play at first. A hard-charging play by shortstop Jose Ceballos gets it across the diamond in time for the first out of the inning. The next batter, the first baseman, Adam Relihan. Relihan, a 432 hitter on the season. The left-hander steps into the box. Relihan, the leading hitter amongst the regular players. That one gets through. Ball 1 the count. The rebound up the first base line, and now alertly seen and deposited out of play. Nick Little working from the windup. Slider over the outside half of the plate. 1-1 the count. Overcast day here in the Omaha-Bellevue area. That pitch also just a little low, 2-1 the count. You get a good look coming in here. The pitch from Little to Relihan. That's a called strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Thanks to Chad Jenkins and the video equipment from Mid-America Nazarene. We give you a 2-camera look today. There's a called strike. So a ground out and a strikeout. The first 2 batters for Mid-America Nazarene head back to the bench. The next batter, the 3-hole hitter, the catcher, Joshua Sandoval. Sandoval 390 on the year. First pitch swinging, chops it foul. off the hand of Concordia catcher Ben Berg. Looks like he's going to be okay. An incredible 373 team batting average for Mid-American Nazarene. They have some power and some pop to go along with that average. There's a called strike on the attempted check swing. Now 0-2 the count on Sandoval. Chopped hard and through the hole between third and short. First base hit of the afternoon for Mid-American Nazarene comes off the bat of Joshua Sandoval as he'll head down to first base. Let's see if Mid-American Nazarene will courtesy run for their catcher. And yes, they do. 17. Thank you. Courtesy runner is number 17, Will Morris, on to run for the catcher.
Center fielder number 11, Dante Freeman.
The cleanup hitter for Mid-American Nazarene, center fielder Dante Freeman, the next to step in. Freeman with a .429 batting average. In fact, Relihan, Freeman, and Sherwood and Leo all above the 400 mark. 400-plus hitters on this Pioneer squad. Working from the stretch, a first pitch, a breaking ball for a called strike one. Freeman with 72 RBIs on the season. He's tied for the team lead in that category, along with Joshua Sandoval. Throw over to first base. The courtesy runner Morris back easily. We had rain quite a bit of the day yesterday. We had light drizzle and mist most of the morning. In fact, game number one started in a light drizzle, but that's gone away, but the clouds have not. Chop foul up the third base side. Officially 66 degrees here in the Omaha Bellevue area. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit warmer, but again, a chance of some on again, off again rain showers. Hopefully more off than on. A little bit low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Nick Little versus Dante Freeman in this 2-out, 1-on matchup. Throw back to first. Again, Morris back easily. Little at 6'1". He's a pretty tall guy on the mound. That one grounded over to third. The only play will be across the diamond to first. And that's made. And the side is retired. Jacob Falk on the play for the Bulldogs. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. Pretty much carbon copies for both teams in the bottom and top of the first. After 1 complete, we're scoreless. The Bulldogs and the Pioneers coming to you on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. One of the things we like to do here at Bellevue is make our listeners part of our broadcast. If you would like to send along a text message to me today, we'd appreciate hearing from you. Let us know where you're listening, who you're rooting for, any players you want us to shout out to, and any words of wisdom you want to pass along for either of these teams. The text message number, I'll give it to you several times during the course of the game if you want to jot it down. The number is 402-515-7654. The sounds of the Who floating through the air here at Brown Park. 402-515-7654. Again, that text message number. Who's going to have the honor of being the first one in the queue today? We'll see in just a little bit. Let's get ready for the top of the second inning. For the Bulldogs, it'll be the 5, 6, 7 spots in the order. Jesse Garcia, the first baseman, will lead things off. John Vargas back to the mound for his second inning of work. Pitch swung on and missed. Vargas at 6'3", so another tall target on the mound. Garcia tried to check his swing on that breaking ball, but he could not do it, so he's down to the count 0-2. Decent-sized crowd on hand today for this matchup in the opening round of the opening round. 1-2 now the count as Garcia steps back in. One strikeout for each pitcher in that first inning. Overhand curve stays high, 2-2. Garcia, a .348 hitter on the year. Won't get one this time as he goes down swinging. Third strikeout of the game for John Vargas. The next Concordia batter, the catcher, Ben Berg. Berg at .331 on the year. Concordia, part of the Great Plains Athletic Conference. First pitch fastballs up and away. 12 schools make up the Great Plains Athletic Conference, mostly schools in Nebraska, Iowa, South Dakota, and I believe a North Dakota member as well. Swung on and missed. Vargas with a fastball in the 90s, I'm assuming. Don't know if there's any jugs guns down below us or not, but that pitch down low. 2-1. Excuse me, 1-1 the count. Oh, 2-1. There we go. I was right. Every now and then I stumble upon the right count. There we go. Here's the next pitch. Taken. Down low. Now 3-1. So a hitter's advantage for Ben Berg as he steps back in. Wide open batting stance as the pitcher delivers. He then closes it up slightly. Line drive. And off the glove of the shortstop out into left field. Second base hit of the game for Concordia. That one just gets over the top of the glove of Austin Healey at short. May have ticked off the top of the leather. So courtesy runner in for Concordia, the number 24.
Courtesy runner, number 24, Randy Fernandez.
There we go. The courtesy runner is Peyton Scott. So Scott will get a lead off of first base as Tate Johnson steps to the plate. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Johnson way over the top of that one as it broke down below his bat. Scott dives back to first base on the throw over. In NAIA baseball, you can courtesy run for your pitcher and catcher, though most pitchers don't hit. There's a called strike on that fastball on the outside corner. Now 0-2 the count on Tate Johnson. Tate spells his first name T-E-Y-T. That fastball misses wide away. Kind of a waste pitch there by Vargas, trying to get the batter to chase. No score, top of the second inning of this first round matchup. Again, the throw. And again, Scott into the pebbles at first base. On the dive back. Breaking ball down low. 2-2 the count on Johnson. First time through the order for starting pitcher John Vargas. That one's hit. Out of play down the left field side. Count remains at 2-2. Johnson, a .326 hitter on the year. So everybody who's come to the plate so far has been well above the 300 mark and a couple above the 400 mark. Bounced. Runner goes. Throw down to second base. Is just in time. A one-hop throw and a slap tag on the play. Nicely executed on the throw by Sandoval and the slap tag by shortstop Austin Healey to retire Scott, who was trying to steal on the play. 2-6 on that put out for the second out of the inning. Sandoval didn't think the runner was going to go initially, but then made a very strong throw right on the money. So nobody on and 2 out now. There's the replay. And now back to the live action. And there's a called strike 3. Johnson didn't like the call. Umpire said it was on the knees to retire the side. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. After 1.5, we're still scoreless. Concordia Bulldogs and Mid-American Nazarene Pioneers trying to advance in the winner's bracket of this NAIA National Championship opening round. Again, let me throw out that text message number out there if you'd like to participate in our oh my goodness, we got a whole bunch in the queue. 402-515-7654 is the number. Let's go, Concordia Bulldogs. Parents enjoying the live stream from Southern California. Keith and Robin Foskett from San Diego. Joe and Christy Whitaker from San Diego. Kendra and Jorge Garcia from San Diego, and Jose and Tony Ceballos from Upland. So a lot of folks listening in Southern California. Glad you're with us today. You win the honors of being first in the queue. Alex Shue watching from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Shout out to Kyle Waller of MNU and repping Oshkosh. And one more before we get back to the action here. A shout out to Ryan Leo from Queens, New York, from David Diaz. All right, we've got a few more in the queue. We'll get to those in just a little bit, but right now let's get back to the action at the bottom of the second inning. Leading it off, third baseman Bryson Sherwood. Left-handed batter, facing right-hander Nick Little on for his second inning of work. Little gets the signal and delivers. Line hard into the right field side. A base hit there, tracked down in the corner, now bobbled, but no runner can advance. Sherwood has leg issues, so he gets the single. Might have tried to stretch for a double, but he's kind of hampered. So he'll be the leadoff runner at first base. Looks like he will stay in the game, however. And the next batter will be designated hitter Ryan Leo. Both teams now with 2 hits in the game to this point. As Leo steps to the plate, he's a .411 hitter, grounded to short. First out at second, the turn there across the diamond in time. The 6-4-3 double play turn by the Bulldogs. Started off by shortstop Jose Ceballos, over to second baseman Jaden Adams, and then on to first to Jesse Garcia. And the leadoff man and the second hitter in the inning retired on the play. The next batter, second baseman Randy Fernandez. Let's see if Fernandez might take a couple of pitches here, as 2 outs have been recorded on just a couple of pitches in the inning. Breaking ball misses wide away. Another breaking ball fouled back to the netting behind home plate. Count evens up at 1-1. There's not a lot of room behind home plate to the backstop here, so a runner at third might have difficulty scoring on a wild pitch. Not a lot of room for the catcher to range on pop fouls as well, trying to get back to that screen. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Sky-high fly ball over to the second baseman, Jaden Adams, and he drops the ball. Just didn't squeeze it. Tried to field it off to the left side of his body. So there's the first error of the game. And the inning will continue. Can't say the sun was a problem on that, as it's mostly cloudy sky. So he just clanked it out of his glove. So that'll bring to the plate left fielder Jacob Jenkins, the left fielder for Mid-America. And there we see he's with it, and then he's not. Another left-handed batter. Jenkins awaits the first pitch. On the outside, Black called strike 1. Jenkins, 275 on the season. A big swing on that one comes up empty. Little waggle of the bat as he awaits the pitch. Instead, the throw to first base, the runner back in time. Good color coordination between the uniform and the bat of Jacob Jenkins there. They're both shades of blue there. Little things like that catch my attention. Here's the pitch. Little chopper on the ground. Fielded there by Adams, and the throw to first base. This time he gets the job done, atoning for the error on the last batter. In the inning, no runs on one hit. There was one error and one left on base. 2 innings in the book. 0-0 our score between the Pioneers and the Bulldogs. All right, let's get back to our text message queue to listen or hear where you guys are listening in. Coming to you live from Omaha, Nebraska. Next one is from Justin in Crescent City, California, rooting for Austin Healey and the Pioneers. Justin, good to hear from you. My name is Dominique Odens from Chattanooga, Tennessee, cheering on the MNU Pioneers. My word of wisdom, you have a 100% of not hitting the ball if you don't swing. So swing the bat, boys. Dominique, words of wisdom there. I'm very impressed. Beth and Bo Washington, Palisade, Colorado, are rooting for Concordia. Beth and Bo Washington, thanks for joining us. Palisade, that's out near Grand Junction. That's where all the great peach trees and wineries are located. I know a few things. Grandparents of Eric Navarrete, MNU pitcher, watching from Victorville, California. Good luck, MNU. Victorville, right near Napa. I know all these wine places for some reason. I don't know. Thanks for joining us. We've got a few more in the queue we'll get to. Again, that number, if you'd like to join the party, 402-515-7654. Top of the third inning, here's Jacob Falk, the third baseman, to lead things off. Swing and a miss, strike one. Falk, Ceballos, and then back to the top of the order in this top of the third inning. Fastball, that one bounced about 58 feet. 1-1. Falk hitting .299 on the season, just under that 300 clip. Slider for a called strike. Nice sharp movement on that pitch from John Vargas. Misses on that one, just off the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Again, Vargas looks in, begins his delivery, and throws. Again, just off the outside corner. Count goes full. John Vargas spells his first name J-H-O-N, similar to Johnny Peralta, a Major League Baseball player. Payoff pitch is swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the glove of the catcher. And the strikeout is the first out of the inning, and now the 5th strikeout of the game for John Vargas. Here's the shortstop, Jose Ceballos. His at-bat will complete the first trip through the order for Concordia. Fouled back to the screen. Concordia was number 9 in the nation in home runs per game, batting average, that breaking ball foul back to the screen, holding opponents to a low batting average, and batters struck out. Each of those categories, the Concordia squad finished number 9 in the nation. So a good combination of offense and pitching for the Bulldogs. Ceballos holds his swing that time. Now 1-2. Both teams have 2 hits through the first 2 innings. Thus far, only base runner has advanced as far as second. That one off the mark, evens the count at 2-2. That breaking ball bounced in the opposite side batter's box. So once again, the count goes full. In these double elimination tournaments, you want your starting pitchers to go very deep if they can in this opening game to save the rest of your staff for later in the week. But there's a walk drawn by Ceballos, so the number 9 hole hitter becomes the base runner. 1 on, 1 out, back to the top of the order. Here's Jaden Adams. Adams struck out his first time up today. So Concordia has had a base runner on, at least one in each of the first 3 innings today. Some of the Concordia fans have made the trip from Seward, Nebraska, or other places nearby to be with us today. Again, the big sweeping curveball, but misses away. Working from the stretch, working from the first base side of the pitcher's rubber. Vargas comes set. Chest high. That one's hammered into right field. A base hit by Jaden Adams puts runners at first and second with 1 away. Sharply hit ground ball just to the left side of the second base position. Here's designated hitter Bo Dorman. Dorman flew out to right his first time up. So the second runner the Bulldogs have had in scoring position today. They also had a runner in the first inning. Grabansky had a double. A big swing, but comes up empty by Dorman. That one's down low. 1-1. Pitcher John Vargas, a 6'3" senior from the Dominican Republic. Found his way to Olathe, Kansas to pitch for Mid-American Nazarene. A breaking ball swung on and missed. Vargas showing a couple of different kinds of breaking balls. Slider curve combination, the sharp breaking slider, the slow, bigger movement on the curveball. What's he going to do on 1 and 2? Goes to the curveball, hit in the air to shallow center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. The runner at second couldn't go right away. Wasn't sure it was going to be caught or not. So a base hit off the top of the bat from Bo Dorman puts Bulldogs at every base. Ceballos is at third, Adams at second, Dorman at first. And with still 1 away, here's left fielder Joey Grabansky, who doubled his first time up today. Grabansky with 57 RBIs on the season. That leads the team, so a good opportunity for Concordia in the top of the 3rd inning. Vargas looks in. Breaking ball, a little chopper, comes back up to the middle. Handle there at second, the quick shovel to second. That's the only run they will get, or the only out they will get as the run scores. An RBI ground out by Joey Grabansky on the fielder's choice. Dorman retired 6-4, trying to get to second. Adams advances to third, and Jose Ceballos across the plate with the first run of the afternoon for the Concordia Bulldogs. Still runners at the corners with 2 away, and the batter, the right fielder, Keaton Kander. Kander struck out looking his first time up. A 1-0 lead for the team from the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Chopper down the third base side, just inside, fair ball, long throw across the diamond. A nice pick on both ends of that play. First by the third baseman, Bryson Sherwood, to backhand the ground ball going down the line, and then a good pick at first base by Adam Relihan to retire the side, 5-3 on that play. 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base. Here's the replay of that play. Watch the nice backhand play at the third base bag there. And then across the diamond, the 1-hopper to retire the side. So a 1-0 lead after 2.5 innings. Concordia Bulldogs 1, Mid-American Nazarene 0. All right, let's check back again. One more waiting for us. Shout out to Nick Michael from your family and friends in Gardner, Kansas. Go Pioneers. So to our neighbors, one state south of Nebraska, thanks for joining us today. Again, we'll give you that text message number if you want to be part of our broadcast. Send along your greetings to 402-515-7654. Mick Krupski here doing the play-by-play. The Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. What we call ourselves officially, but it's just basically a microphone. And a couple of cameras today. Thanks again to Mid-America Nazarene and to Chad Jenkins for his help in bringing these broadcasts to you, which also includes some replays today. Good to see those. Here's shortstop Austin Healey to lead off the bottom of the third inning for Mid-America Nazarene. Fouled back to the net. Healey's made a couple of nice plays defensively thus far. On the season, he's a .392 hitter. Not too shabby for a number 9-hole hitter, hitting .392. Swings and misses on that big sweeping curveball from Nick Little. A touch of the rosin bag to dry off his fingers. And now Little back to work. That one's bounced up. 1-2 the count. Three games today, 3 games tomorrow in this Bellevue bracket of the opening round of the NAIA Baseball Championship. That one is bounced foul over the head of catcher Ben Berg on the spin as it hit the natural turf. Synthetic turf, excuse me. Natural turf would be dirt. Chopper up back through the middle. Backhanded there by the second baseman, but he'll have no play. Jaden Adams went a long way to get there, but a leadoff single for Austin Healey gets things going in the bottom of the third inning for Mid-America Nazarene. Back to the top of the order, here's Josh Torrance. He grounded out to short his first time up today. 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error for Concordia. No runs on 3 hits and no errors for MNU. Chopper down the third base line. It's foul, out of play, out of the reach of third baseman Jacob Falk. Healey returns to first. In the third base coaching box, Ryan Thompson goes through a series of signs for his batter and base runner. And a throw to first base. Sends the runner back there. Mid-America has played 53 games on the season to this point. They've outscored their opponents by an approximate 2-1 margin during the course of that time. Throw again. Sends Healey back to the bag. Exact numbers, 521 runs scored by Mid-America Nazarene, and they have only allowed 255. Fouled out of play, right side. Been a mostly cloudy day in the area. We occasionally see some darker clouds, occasionally some lighter glimpses. In fact, there's just a little tiny piece of blue sky overhead. Yep, keep those raindrops away. Two-hopper to short, over to second for 1, over to first. In time to retire the side. The second double play turned by Concordia Bulldogs. 6-4-3 on that one, as it was before. Started off by shortstop Jose Ceballos, over to second baseman Jaden Adams, and then on to first, where Jesse Garcia completes the double play. Looks like we've got a pitching change. That will be the end of the day for starting pitcher Nick Little. He goes 2 2/3 innings, as it looks like the strategy here for head coach Ryan Dupick is to give a different look each time through the order. 35. All right, thank you. Jake Foskett is the next pitcher coming on for Concordia. We'll get his name written in the scorebook, and then we'll tell you a little bit about Jake Foskett. Jake Foskett, not too shabby a year, an 8 wins and no loss record on the season, a 1.31 earned run average in 48 innings of work. In those 48 innings, he struck out 89 and only has walked 12. So Foskett coming on here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A different look now for the Mid-America Nazarene batters. Foskett, 6'3" senior from Carlsbad, California. Oh, he'll get his 8 warm-up tosses, and then we'll get back to the action. While he's getting his warm-ups, we got several more texts have come in. Thanks, everybody, for sending those in. Occasional notes from your producer. So thank you, Chad. Vargas is the all-time MNU strikeout leader. Sandoval, the all-time MNU home run leader. He has 18, is second best for single season this year. Thank you very much, Chad. We'll get back to more texts in the next half inning. As time now for first baseman Adam Relihan to step to the plate. A strikeout victim his first time up. 2 outs, bases empty now after the double play. Second double play turned by the Concordia defense today in the first 3 innings. Breaking ball comes in the back door for a called strike 1. Foskett started all 11 times he appeared in games this year. There's another fastball on the outside part of the plate for a called strike 2. Did not complete any of those 11 starts, but an impressive 1.31 earned run average. Here's the 0-2. Goes right after the hitter on the outside edge, and both times Adam Relihan has been up. He's been called out on strikes, this time to retire the side. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. Through 3 complete innings of play, it's the Concordia Bulldogs 1, the Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers nothing. 1/3 of the way through this scheduled 9-inning contest. All right, time to hear from some more new friends joining us today on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Go Bulldogs, get those bats going from Bangor, MI, Michigan. All right, thanks for joining us today. Hello from the Anthonys in sunny Arizona. Send some of that our way, would you please? Give us a great show, boys, and good luck. Thank you, the Anthonys. Watching from Upland, California, let's go Bulldogs, number 27, Jose Ceballos. Glad you're with us. We've got a couple of Californians already joining us today. Manu, shout out to Brady Boyd. Good luck, Pioneers. Paca and Granny, wish they were there. Instead, they're in Olathe, Kansas. You're here with us in spirit, right? And one more, do what you do best, dogs. Making history, playing the game you love, from the Flint family in Omaha. Glad you guys are with us, and thanks to everybody for sending along your text messages. We'll get to more of those when we can. 1-0 our score through the first 3 innings. Concordia on top as they pushed across the run in the last inning to take the early lead. Leading off the top of the 4th inning, first baseman Jesse Garcia. You hear the voice of Ray Quinn in the background. He's doing the PA duties today. Thanks to everybody working today's broadcast up here in the press box and down at the field level. First pitch, breaking ball, chopped off the front foot of the hitter. 0-1 the count on Jesse Garcia. Garcia struck out his first time up. The gray-clad Bulldogs against the light blue-clad Pioneers. three-hopper through the middle out into center field. So a leadoff hit for Jesse Garcia. And the Bulldogs have had runners on in each of the first 4 innings now with that hit. That becomes their 5th hit of the game. Catcher Ben Berg has one of those hits. He's back up to bat once again, the catcher for Concordia. Breaking ball for a called strike one. Nice curve there from John Vargas. Again, Concordia is in Seward, Nebraska. That's a little bit north and west of Lincoln. That breaking ball's hit in the air to left field. It has some carry back to the left field fence, and it's out of here. A 2-run home run for Ben Berg to make it a 3-0 lead for Concordia. Wasn't quite sure if it was going to get out when it left the bat, but it kept going and cleared the fence for a 3-0 lead, a 2 RBI home run for Ben Berg. We'll see the replay once again. Here's the pitch down the middle of the plate. Berg kept his hands back, his weight behind it. He thought he got it. He's trotting down to first base. And it's out of here for a 3-0 lead. The next batter, the center fielder, Tate Johnson. So Concordia extends their lead now to 3 runs. There's a called strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count on the batter, Tate Johnson. There's a breaking ball on the outside corner for a 1-2 count. Now 7 home runs on the season for Ben Berg. And that pitch, Johnson wants a call that it hit his foot. He's not getting any satisfaction from the home plate umpire, so the count moves to 2-2. If it bounces and hits you, that's still considered a hit by pitch, but now full count as that pitch misses tight. A single and a home run thus far in the inning to give Concordia a 3-0 lead. That's to left field and collected out there. The left fielder, Jacob Jenkins, makes the catch on that line drive for the first out of the inning. Had a little tail on it. Jenkins had to make an adjustment, but he collects it. Next up, third baseman Jacob Falk. Falk struck out his first time up. Called strike one. 5 strikeouts for John Vargas through the first 3 1/3 innings of work. On the outside corner, called strike one. Strike two, excuse me. Trying to get the 3-pitch strikeout, but that's low, 1-2. 3 runs on 6 hits thus far for Concordia. Breaking ball misses low and away. So Vargas has struck out 5, but he's given up 6 hits, including the 2 in this inning. Again, that sweeping breaking ball misses away. Looks like Vargas a little uncomfortable with his arm angle, trying to settle into a groove. Fastball low and away. So after getting ahead in the count, 3 straight balls allows Jacob Falk to walk to first base. The next batter, shortstop, Jose Ceballos. He walked and scored the first run of the game back in the 3rd inning. Conference on the mound between Vargas, the pitcher, the shortstop, Healey, and now Sandoval, the catcher, comes out to be part of that as well. Kind of a socially distant conference that time. First conference of the game charged against Mid-American Nazarene. Ceballos now steps to the plate. Hit hard to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The runner around second will have to hold. So the third hit of the inning. Second time Ceballos has been on base, and Concordia trying to extend its lead now with 2 on and still just 1 out. Back to the top of the order, and second baseman Jaden Adams. And now a visit from the Mid-American Nazarene coaching staff as there is action in the Pioneers bullpen. Don't know if anybody's going to be ready to come in just yet. I didn't see anybody up for very long. Mid-American Nazarene, let's run through their coaching staff. Ryan Thompson is the head coach. He's in his 15th year leading the program. Colton Punches, Waldo Odens Jr., Kellen Richards, and Cam Screenton are his assistant coaches. For Concordia University, Ryan Dupick is the head coach. Caleb Lang, Jonas Lovin, Wade Council, and Logan Ryan are the assistants for that program. So the mound visit concluded. We're back to the action as the clouds get a little darker overhead. Breaking ball hit in the air to center field. Going back, and now settling underneath it. A nice job out there by center fielder Dante Freeman to get back on the ball to make the catch for the second out of the inning on a well-hit ball, but about 10 feet short of the center field fence. It's about 380 to center field. We don't know the exact distances. They're not marked, but about 380 to straightaway center, about 370 to the gaps, and about 325 down each of the foul lines here at John Stella Field at Brown Park. Designated hitter Bo Dorman steps in. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Dorman 1 for 2 today, a single his last time up. Same pitch, same result, but timeout call. We've got a balk called on the pitcher, John Vargas. He didn't set on his delivery to home plate, so no pitch there. The count remains 1 strike on the balk. Falk will advance to third, and Ceballos will advance to second. The base umpire at second, Connor Singleson, had spoken with Vargas earlier. I saw that conversation, reminding him to come to a set. This time it's more obvious. Setting at the belt, looking the runner back to third, and delivering another breaking ball for a called strike 2. Here's a quick look at the balk. We'll take a look at that in a bit. That one's chopped on the ground. Fielder there by the shortstop. The quick release and throw on the money to first. Nicely played going up the middle by shortstop Austin Healey to retire the side. 2 more runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base after 3.5. Concordia 3, Mid-American Nazarene nothing. So Concordia tacks on a couple runs to their lead. And back to the mound goes Jake Foskett on in relief of Nick Little. A couple of more texts in the queue. Tim Kundinger from San Antonio, Texas says, "Go Bulldogs." San Antonio, that's my old stomping grounds where I went to college. Ben Berg is my favorite catcher. Love that kid. That's the Foskett family who says, "Go Bulldogs." They're listening in Southern California down San Diego way. Thanks to everybody who sent along their greeting. Oh, one more just has come in here. Shout out to Josh Torrance. Go MNU from Mike and Kathleen Mahoney from Los Lunas, New Mexico. They're his grandparents listening in. Glad you're with us today from the land of enchantment. If you would like to send along your greetings, give you that number one more time while you scramble to get a pencil and a piece of paper. It's 402-515-7654. Thanks to everybody who sent in their messages. Hey, throw down to second base. The catch made by the umpire as the second baseman and the shortstop weren't paying attention. So Good job by third base umpire Aaron Christians, who was out visiting there and makes the stop on the throw down after the warm-ups. All right, you see weird things happen from time to time, don't you? All right, bottom of the fourth inning. The three-hole hitter, the catcher, Joshua Sandoval, will lead things off. He singled his first time up today. First time facing Jake Foskett. Breaking ball for a called strike one. Nice movement down and across on that pitch from the Bulldog right-hander. Foskett working exclusively from the stretch, comes set about shoulder height and delivers. Another breaking ball. That one's fouled back to the net. 0-2 the count on Sandoval. Little chopper coming back to the mound. Fielder there by Foskett. Throw over to first base in time to retire Sandoval. 1-3 on that put out to start the inning. And the next batter for the Pioneers, their center fielder, Dante Freeman. Freeman, a ground out his first time to the plate today.
Number 11, Dante Freeman.
'89 strikeouts on the year for Foskett in 48 innings of work. First pitch fastball, called strike one. And we also mentioned a 89 strikeout to 12 walk ratio, so about a 7-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. That next fastball up just a little bit, evens the count at 1-1. Concordia, the regular season champions of the Great Plains Athletic Conference, they tied with Doane for that honor. And then Concordia won the postseason tournament. Off the screen, foul ball. Concordia was very hot during their conference tournament. They outscored their opponents 39-10 during those games. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Dante Freeman. Breaking ball, misses away. The appeal to first base umpire. They say no swing. Count goes to 2-2. Again, it seems like it's getting a little darker as the clouds thicken up. Hopefully get all 3 games in today. Breaking ball. Just got a piece of that to stay alive. Freeman threw the bat at that pitch and made contact. There are some scattered showers in the area. Hopefully they'll stay away from Brown Park. Again, a foul back. A twine net forms the backstop here at John Stella Field, covering quite a distance between both dugouts. The bottom part of the backstop, however, is made of wood, so if a ball gets through and caroms off the wooden part, it's going to carom back to home plate fairly quickly. Timeout call by the home plate umpire on the request of Dante Freeman. Looking in right over the umpire's shoulder. Here's the next pitch. Hey, guess what? Another foul ball. Freeman has not struck out very often on the season. When you hit 429, I guess you can say that pretty assuredly. Chopper again, fielded by Foskett on the mound. Back-to-back plays by the Concordia pitcher. They're 2 away in the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Bryson Sherwood. Sherwood had a base hit his first time up, one of the 3 thus far for the Pioneers. One of the 3 left-handed batters in the Mid-American Nazarene lineup. Mid-American Nazarene in Olathe, Kansas, so about a 3-hour drive from there to here for this tournament. Breaking ball, called strike one. More of a downward break on that curve ball from Foskett. Fastball misses away, 1-1 our count. 66 degrees our temperature in the Omaha Bellevue area. Supposed to be a few degrees warmer tomorrow. Average high this time of the year is the mid-70s, so we're about 10 degrees lower than what it should be, but still a comfortable day temperature-wise. 2-1 the count. 2 outs, nobody on in the Pioneer half of the fourth. Breaking ball chopped over near the third base dugout, where the Pioneer teammates watching the at-bat of Bryson Sherwood. Again, Foskett comes set right at about the shoulder level and delivers. Swung on and missed, so I must have jinxed Sherwood as he goes down swinging to retire the side. A 3-up, 3-down inning in the bottom of the fourth. Back-to-back times it's been 3-up, 3-down. After 4 complete innings of play, 3-0 our score. Concordia Bulldogs in the lead over Mid-American Nazarene. Back to the text messages. Looks like we've got a trio of them there. Mike Hunt is watching from Madison, Wisconsin. Go MNU. A helmet and a baseball emoji from Mike as well. Go Bobo. Cheering on the Bulldogs from Scottsdale, Arizona. Number 5 is the best. Love Mom, Dad, Healey, and the pups. All right, Bobo. Bo Dorman, the recipient of that text message. One more here. Shout out to Jaden Adams of Concordia. Good luck, Bulldogs. From Grandma Meyer, watching from Johnson, Nebraska. Johnson's down in the southeast part of the state of Nebraska. Glad you're with us today on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. More baseball action. We're almost halfway through this scheduled 9-inning contest. Leading off the top of the 5th inning, left fielder Joey Grabansky. Grabansky with a double in the first inning and a sacrifice in RBI. His second time up in the third. Starts the 5th here with ball 1. Starter John Vargas back to work for the Pioneers. That one's in the home glove down there by the shortstop. Healey is thrown to first base is in time. That's an ESPN highlight reel play there by Austin Healey. Went well into the hole to grab it, quickly got up and threw the one-hopper across the diamond to make the play. Great glove and arm. 6-3 on that putout to retire Grabansky, to steal a hit from Grabansky. Da-da-da, da-da-da. All right, we'll get the right fielder, Keaton Kander, the next batter. Strike one. Here's the replay of that last play by Healey. The next play, hit on the ground to the left side. And now here's the replay on the play by Healey. Full out dive, backhand stab quickly to his feet and across the diamond to retire Joey Grabansky. The next batter, Jesse Garcia, hits it on the line and gets past the center fielder. Rounding first, on his way to second. Let's see if he's going to try for 3. No, he'll pull out the chute at second base. Double for Jesse Garcia. So 3 balls that have been hit pretty hard. The first 2 result on ground ball outs, but that one lined hard to center and goes all the way to the fence before it can be retrieved and got back in So another scoring opportunity, and Concordia keeps its streak alive of having at least one base runner at every inning. That pitch bounced to the plate. A nice pick by Sandoval, the catcher, to keep Garcia from advancing another 90 feet. The batter is the catcher, Ben Berg. Berg with that 2-run home run last time up. Fouls the next pitch out of play right side, and we're starting to get a little bit of drizzle once again as a few umbrellas pop out over the heads of fans in the stands. Not a heavy rain, just a light little drizzle, just enough to be a nuisance, kind of like me. On the knees, called strike 2. That's what my wife says anyway. We'll have our 40-year anniversary this June. Can you believe that? Here's the next pitch on its way. Line drive up the middle, scoring opportunity. Here comes Garcia rounding third base, going to try to score. The throw to the plate is offline and cut off. An RBI single by Ben Berg. He's been the man of the day for Concordia. His third RBI of the afternoon as Jesse Garcia rounds third and heads for home. It's now a 4-0 game. Courtesy runner Peyton Scott comes back in to run for Berg, the Concordia catcher. So a very productive day at the plate from Ben Berg. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a home run and 3 RBIs. Here's Tate Johnson. Throw to first, sends the courtesy runner back. Johnson 0 for 2 today. Outside. 1-0 the count. Action in the MNU bullpen. That pitch misses up. Now 2-0. What's Vargas's pitch count, Bill? 87 pitches thus far thrown. That one a called strike. Now 88 pitches by starter John Vargas. 4 runs on 9 hits for Concordia to this point. That pitch up and away. 3-1 hitters count for Tate Johnson. With 2 outs, Scott the runner at first. Short lead there. The pitch. That one's hit into the air to left field. Settling underneath it is left fielder Jacob Jenkins, and he'll reach up for the catch to retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits in the inning. No errors and 1 left on base. After 4.5, our score, the Concordia Bulldogs 4, the Mid-American Nazarene Pioneers, nothing. Let's look again at the replay here of Austin Healey going deep into the hole. The diving flat-out stop. The long throw across the diamond. 1 hop over to first base. Adam Relihan collects it on the hop. In action involving another member of the Great Plains Athletic Conference, the Doane University Tigers. The score is, thank you, McPherson of Kansas, 3, Doane 2. That's in the 6th inning, bottom of the 6th action. So another GPAC team in action. 3-2 trailing in the 6th. And Benedictine College, a member of the Heart of America Athletic Association, their game just underway in the regional in Louisiana. We'll try to keep you abreast of those games going on. Fellow conference members for both the Bulldogs and the Pioneers. It takes a while for my eyes to adjust to that. Thanks to Bill Mullins and Steve Fields, the sports information staff at Bellevue University, for providing all kinds of stats and updates, making me seem a lot smarter than I really am. Here we go with the Bottom of the fifth inning, it'll be the 6, 7, 8 spots in the Mid-American Nazarene lineup. Designated hitter Ryan Leo will start things off. Leo grounded into a double play his first time up. Curveball swung on and missed on the first offering in this inning from Jake Foskett. Nick Little started the game. He went 2 2/3 innings and then gave way to Foskett, who many consider to be the ace of the staff. Called strike one on that fastball, so a couple of different looks from Little and Foskett. 0-2 the count on Leo. A little flare up the first base side, took kind of a quirky hop, but handled nicely over there by the first baseman, Jesse Garcia. 1 up, 1 down in the bottom of the fifth inning. Here's second baseman, Randy Fernandez. Fernandez reached on an air his first time up, hit a high fly ball on the infield that was dropped. Fastball upstairs. Fernandez, not a real tall target at the plate. He's listed at 5'7". That time the pitch is in the zone, now 1-1. Whether you're 5 foot something or 6 foot something or 7 foot something, you can still be a baseball player. Big sweeping curveball from Foskett in the zone. Foskett ahead in the count now, 1-2. Or 4 foot something too. Another breaking ball swung, hit down the line, just foul. The call made by first base umpire Sean Johnston. So Fernandez stays alive on that emergency swing. Another breaking ball. This one's chopped slowly down the third base line. Quick play in time. Made by the third baseman, Jacob Falk. Had to have a quick release on that to retire Fernandez heading down the line. The next batter, the left fielder, Jacob Jenkins. So Foskett has retired all 6 of the batters he has faced since coming on in the third. Jenkins grounded out his first time up. Chopper again on the ground. Adams, second baseman, waits for the long hop and gets it over to first. Another 1, 2, 3 innings, 7 in a row retired by Foskett and the Bulldog teammates. No runs, no hits, no errors. 5 innings in the book. A 4-0 lead for the Concordia Bulldogs over the Mid-American Nazarene Pioneers. One thing I just noticed about the Bulldogs pitchers, they've been doing a nice job of keeping the ball on the ground. There has not yet been a single fly ball out for Mid-American Nazarene batters. Everything has either been a strikeout or a ground out thus far through the first 5 innings of play. John Vargas back to the mound for his 6th inning of work. Trying to hold the Bulldogs from this point on and hope his teammates can rally for some runs. 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error for Concordia. No runs on 3 hits, no errors for Mid-American Nazarene. Again, a 9-inning game is the scheduled length of this one, all the games in the tournament. Top of the 6th inning for the Concordia Bulldogs. Third baseman Jacob Falk will lead it off. A strikeout and a walk, the body of work thus far for Falk at the plate. First pitch from Vargas, a curveball for a called strike 1. Called strike 2. Falk, a freshman from Atwater, California. Swings and misses. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. First out of the inning. Another strikeout for John Vargas.
Shortstop, number 27, Jose.
6th strikeout of the game for Vargas. Here's shortstop Jose Ceballos. Ceballos walked and singled in his 2 plate appearances. He'll look at a curveball for a called strike 1. Another curveball that was hit in the air, right field side. First baseman in foul territory will make the play. Good job by Adam Relihan to get some distance on that, find it, and catch it.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs. Second baseman, number 8.
Top of the order for Concordia. Here's Jaden Adams. Adams 1 for 3 today. Adams, another freshman. He's from Waverly, Nebraska. Waverly just outside of Lincoln. So back-to-back freshmen hitting in the order for Concordia. He now steps out for a moment, trying to slow down the work of John Vargas. A breaking ball popped up on the infield, and again, Relihan in foul territory, this time coming in instead of going back, and he'll make the catch. So a quick top of the 6th inning. No runs, hits, or errors. Our score remains 4-0 in favor of the Concordia Bulldogs.
Bottom of the 6th, coming your way.
Looks like we've got a few. Oh, my goodness, I've been sleeping on the job here. We've got about 6 or 7 texts. Let's get to them. Let's go, Hoser, number 27, Concordia. Love mom, dad, and sisters listening in Upland, California. Proud Grandma Healey watching from Arkansas and enjoying it all. We're glad you're with us today on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. Not going to read that one. Let's go, Kyle Waller. Love from Kimmy Head and the rest of the family. Go Bulldogs from folks listening in Moscow. Not Russia, but Idaho. Had you worried for a second. Vamos Dogs. Alex from Mexico City, Mexico, listening in, supporting the Concordia Bulldog. Glad you're with us today on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network, enjoying this opening round matchup in the NAIA National Baseball Tournament. First game in the books, the Bellevue University Bruins defeated the St. Xavier University Cougars by a score of 8-3. By winning that game, Bellevue will now take on the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma in the next game to follow this one. That one's scheduled for a 6:30 p.m. start. In the losers bracket tomorrow, in an 11 o'clock game, St. Xavier University will take on the loser of this matchup between the Bulldogs and the Pioneers. Bottom of the 6th inning, here's shortstop Austin Healey to lead it off for the Pioneers. Healey doing it with the glove and the bat. A couple of outstanding plays at shortstop. He's 1 for 1 thus far. First pitch from Jake Foskett is inside, ball 1. Foul out of play, or excuse me, off the net. Back in play. Austin Healey is a senior from Crescent City, California. Fastball for a called strike. Now 1-2 the count. Wearing number 7 on his jersey. My favorite number. Mickey Mantle was my hero growing up. Breaking ball swung at and missed. Again, that sharply moving pitch from Jake Foskett records the strikeout. His third strikeout since coming on in the 3rd inning. Back to the top of the order for the Pioneers. Here's right fielder Josh Torrance. Torrance has grounded out both times he's come up. Pitch just a little up in the zone. Ball one. Torrance, a senior. Also a California native. There's that curveball for the called strike. Yucaipa, California, I believe. An interesting collection of vowels and consonants in that name. Again, the breaking ball. That one misses. 2-1 the count. Again, the breaking ball this time. Foul back against the net. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Almost 2/3 of the way through this 9-inning contest after we finish this 6th inning. Foskett gets his signal from Berg, the catcher. Breaking ball swung at and missed. Swept outside of the strike zone, but Torrance couldn't hold up. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Now the 4th of the game for Foskett. Starting pitcher Nick Little had 1 strikeout, so 5 total. Next batter, Adam Relihan made 2 defensive plays in the last half inning, catching foul balls at his first base position, but has struck out looking both times up yet today. Fouls that one off the net. Trying to get comfortable in that left-hander's batter's box and put the bat on the ball. Relihan, another senior from Lenexa, Kansas. A little further west of the Kansas City area. Breaking ball for a called strike 2. Foskett doing a nice job of keeping the Pioneer batters off balance, mixing up his fastball and breaking balls. The 0-2, fouled back. Count remains. Again, fouled back to the screen. Again, 0-2. Nice crowd of people on hand here. The bleachers behind home plate and a collection of fans as well ringing the outfield fence from the left field side all the way around towards center field. And a couple of knuckleheads out there in the back of a pickup truck as well. Again, the 0-2 delivering. Again, this time chop foul at the plate. And for now, I believe the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Mid-America Nazarene trying to get something going. They've been held in check. Only 3 hits through the first 6 innings of play. A high-powered offense coming into this one. Scoring 521 runs in their first 53 games. That's just under 10 runs per game. 0-2 pitch. That one's lined in right center field. It's going to be possibly extra bases. On his way to second base with a stand-up double is Adam Relihan. So he got the monkey off his back and delivers the 2-out double to get into scoring position. And that is the first time the Pioneers have had a runner in scoring position in today's game. They had runners on in the first, second, and that's it. Only those 2 innings and the third, excuse me. So now here in the 6th, a little 2-out something. It'll be up to catcher Joshua Sandoval. He has 1 of the 4 hits thus far. That coming in his first time at the plate. 1 for 2. Foskett comes set. Fastball A little up, ball one. The look to the runner at second, a second look, and the delivery. Off the edge, 2-0. So a favorable hitting count for Sandoval. Sandoval will come out of his shoes with the swing that he likes here. Something out over the plate, hitting .390 on the year and 72 RBIs. That's getting the job done when you have more than 1 RBI per game average. Here's the pitch. Lays off that pitch up and away, so now 3-0. Be interesting to see if Sandoval has the green light. Open base at first, so Foskett doesn't have to put something right down the middle of the plate. However, the cleanup hitter, Dante Freeman, on deck. And a 4-pitch walk. Joshua Sandoval will head down to first base. So 2 men on with 2 men out for the Pioneers. And courtesy runner, yes, Will Morris will come back on to courtesy run for Joshua Sandoval with 2 outs and a visit from the Concordia coaching staff out to the mound to talk with Jake Foskett. So Concordia fans, again, you're working around the guy with 72 runs batted in. The next hitter, Dante Freeman, he's a .429 hitter. And guess what? Guess how many RBIs he has? 72. So quite the threat in the 3 and 4 holes for Mid-American Nazarene. First visit to the mound by the Concordia staff. And here is Dante Freeman. So a big point of the game here for Mid-American Nazarene if they want to try to get back in this one, trailing 4-0. 2 out, 2 on, bottom of the 6th inning. Jake Foskett looks in. Comes set. First pitch fastball is up high, ball 1. Foskett was held out of the GPAC tournament. Give him some rest. He came on and set down the first 8 batters he faced here in action today, but now has given up a double and a walk. Looking the runner back to second. The throw bounces off the second baseman's glove, but it doesn't get very far away. Not far enough anyway for Relihan to advance to third. So Relihan trying to be a bit of a distraction out there to take some of the focus of Foskett away from the batter. Again, first time today, Pioneers have had a runner in scoring position. Let's see if they can cash him in. The pitch to Freeman. A breaking ball for a called strike. 1-1 now the count. Pace of the game has slowed way down here in the 6th inning due to the situation. Here's the 1-1. Another breaking ball. That's going to be hit through to the right side. Runner rounding third base, heading for home. Here comes the throw behind the runner. The run crosses the plate, an RBI single for Dante Freeman as Adam Relihan comes around from second base to score the first run of the game for Mid-American Nazarene. On the play, Will Morris, the courtesy runner, goes to third. So with 2 outs, 1 run in, and runners on the corners, the batter will be third baseman Bryson Sherwood. So a big hit for Dante Freeman, coming through for himself and his teammates. Here's Bryson Sherwood. He's 1 for 2 today. Now 1 run on 5 hits for the Pioneers. 4 runs on 9 hits for the Bulldogs. Breaking ball for a called strike. Good bite on that pitch. So with that RBI, Dante Freeman now becomes the team leader with 73 RBIs on the season for Mid-America Nazarene. Another breaking ball and another called strike. So now Sherwood behind in the count, 0-2. All this started with 2 outs. There were 2 strikeouts to start the inning, then a double by Relihan, a walk to Sandoval, and an RBI single by Freeman. Runner goes from first on the 0-2 pitch. It's a called strike 3 as Sherwood is caught looking. For Mid-America Nazarene in the bottom of the 6th inning, 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base. We're through 6 innings of play. Our score, Concordia 4, Mid-America Nazarene now 1. All right, so both teams on the scoreboard. Concordia scoring 1 run in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 4th, 1 run in the 5th. And Mid-America Nazarene, their 1 run in the just completed 6th inning. All right, let's give you that text message number one final time if you're listening in and still would like to join the party. The number is 402-515-7654. We've had about 20 or so people text in so far. It's always fun to hear where y'all are listening in. Go MNU and Dante, number 11. Your son DJ and fiancé are watching. We love you. All right, 7th inning. Bo Dorman, the designated hitter, will lead things off for Concordia University. John Vargas has gone all the way for the Pioneers. Dorman is 1 for 3 today. 0-1 the count on the first pitch from Vargas. Breaking ball hit down the left field line. Fair ball into the corner. Will Dorman be able to get to second base? Yes, he will. The stand-up double to lead things off in the top of the 7th inning to the delight of the Concordia fans here. Got on top of that fastball, hit it down into the corner. The next batter will be left fielder Joey Grabansky. Grabansky with a double, a sacrifice fly, and an RBI, and was robbed of a hit his last time up, but first a visit from the Mid-America Nazarene coaching staff. And we may have a pitching change. And we will, as eyes now looking towards and fingers pointing towards the bullpen. So the day is done for starter John Vargas. He goes 6 complete innings of work. The man on second is his responsibility.
32, Navarrete.
Thank you. Into the game, number 32, Eric Navarrete will come on in relief of Vargas. Eric Navarrete, a freshman from Victorville, California. We've heard from his family earlier today on the text message line. Let's give you some information about his pitching stats this year. Navarrete, a 3-win and 2-loss record on the season, a 3.98 earned run average. He's thrown 31 2/3 innings, struck out 28 and walked 18. Opposing batters are hitting .225 on the season against him. He'll get his warm-up tosses here as Concordia again putting the pressure on, leading by 3 in the top of the 7th inning. Again, a full 9-inning contest here. Mid-America Nazarene is the home team by virtue of being the number 2 seed. Concordia, the number 3 seed, coming into this one. It's been all right-handers in the tournament action thus far for St. Xavier University, for Bellevue University, for Concordia University, and Mid-American Nazarene University. Little Van Morrison music playing in the background. We like that. All right, Ray's playing the air bass down the way there. Good job. Four runs on 10 hits for Concordia, 1 run on 5 hits for Mid-American Nazarene as we are back to the action. Stepping to the plate, left fielder Joey Grabansky. Final game of the day scheduled to start at 6:30 p.m. tonight. University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma will take on Bellevue University. Bellevue Bruins winning their first game today, defeating St. Xavier University of Chicago. Here's the first pitch from Eric Navarrete. Ball 1 the call. Grabansky now with 58 runs batted in on the season. He's the top RBI producer for Concordia. That pitch, fastball upstairs. Navarrete with a big deep breath on the mound before he gets back to work, working from the third base side of the pitcher's rubber. Trying to get an angle going across his body to the plate. He comes set and delivers for the called strike. Now 2-1 on Grabansky. Way wide, 3-1. Grabansky, a freshman from Grand Forks, North Dakota. Here's Navarrete, comes set about chin high. 3-1 pitch is popped up on the infield. Will it stay in play? Yes, it will. Another play for first baseman Adam Relihan for the first out of the inning. Next batter to step up, the right fielder, Keaton Kander. Kander 0 for 3 so far in today's action. He'd love to add another run on the board for his team. Kander, a junior from Merrill, Iowa. Both these squads with sprinklings of players from many states. Breaking ball misses low. For Concordia, we've got Iowa, Florida, Arizona, Nebraska, California, Ohio, Colorado, North Dakota, and Kansas, and Texas. I think that's got every state that we've touched on for their roster. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Call that a pretty healthy cut, but it comes up empty. Concordia trying to add to their 3-run lead in the top of the 7th inning. Breaking ball again, swung on and missed. Good sweeping action on that delivery from Eric Navarrete. Now Navarrete ahead in the count. Again with the runner at second base, the catcher goes through multiple signs to try to keep him from relaying that to the batter. That one's hit in the air to center field, but right at the center fielder, backtracking just a step or two. The catch made out there by Dante Freeman for the second out of the inning. So Navarrete comes in and retires the first two batters he has faced. So now it'll be up to Jesse Garcia, the first baseman, to deliver. Garcia has 2 hits and 2 runs scored on the day. A single in the 4th, a double in the 5th. First pitch fastball misses inside, 1-0. Again, the set and the pitch. There's a breaking ball. Again, down low, 2-0. Working very deliberately. Navarrete delivers the pitch. That one's in the zone. Now 2-1 the call. Concordia has scored 432 runs on the season in the now 48 games that they have played. That's about 9 runs per game. So both these teams can put runs on the board in a hurry. That breaking ball misses down and away. So another good hitter's count at 3-1 for Jesse Garcia. The pitch, a breaking ball, and that misses low. Though the walk will put runners at first and second. And with 2 away, now the catcher, Ben Berg, coming to the plate. Well, Berg has been the hitting hero for Concordia. He's driven in 3 of their 4 runs with a 2-run home run in the 4th and an RBI single in the 5th. And what did he do his other time up? Well, you got to hit them too, so he's 3 for 3 on the day. Dorman, the runner at second. Garcia, the runner at first. Again, the home plate umpire writing something down in his lineup card. I'm not exactly sure what. There's no pinch runners or anything here in this situation. As Berg steps in, open batting stance. First time facing Eric Navarrete. First pitch fastball on the outer half. Berg swings and misses. Definitely wanted a launch angle on that pitch on the upswing. Navarrete grips the baseball inside his glove, checks the runner at second, and delivers a breaking ball swung on and missed. Now 0-2 on Berg. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Action in the Concordia bullpen down the first base side. And a man throwing down on the Pioneer side as well, up the third base side. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Gets him to chase. A breaking ball outside the zone. The strikeout is the first of the game for Eric Navarrete. It comes at a big time for Concordia in the top of the 7th inning. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 left on base. The leadoff double goes for naught as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 4-1 remains our score. Bulldogs leading the Pioneers. Quick sip of Coca-Cola to recharge my batteries here. In action going on elsewhere in the opening round, fellow Heart of America affiliate Benedictine College taking on Ottawa University from the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference. 0-0 the score of that game in the 3rd. Bryan, Tennessee leading Middle Georgia State 1-0 in their regional. Hope International of California, a 1-0 win over Morningside University of Iowa, another member of the Great Plains Athletic Conference, as is Concordia. Oops, sorry, softball. There we go. And Doane and McPherson. Doane from the Great Plains Athletic Conference, McPherson from the KCAC. In the 7th inning there, it's McPherson with a 5-2 lead over Doane. All right, all kinds of action going on in baseball and softball in the NAIA this early part of this week, all heading towards national tournament finals. In baseball, it's Lewiston, Idaho, and for softball, it's Columbus, Georgia, the destination. Bottom of the 7th inning, the number 6 hole will start it off for a Mid-American Nazarene, the designated hitter, Ryan Leo. Leo 0 for 2 today, grounded out to a double play, and a first baseman unassisted. Curveball swung on and missed. Temperature today is not expected to go very far. Right now it's 68. We started the day at 64. Again, the breaking ball. Again, the swing and the miss. Scattered showers in the area. We hope they stay away until after all 3 games are concluded. Fastball misses away. 1-2. If the weather is nice, we'll be moving back to Don Roddy Field tomorrow, the site where this tournament was originally scheduled to be held, but because of the weather conditions, it moved here to John Stella Field at Brown Park. The appeal to first base umpire, and they say he checked his swing, so Leo stays alive, now 2-2. Foskett sets and throws. That one's hit to the left center field. That's going to get by. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Leo on his way to second base. That's where he'll hold up. A double to start off the inning. A good attempt out there by the center fielder, Tate Johnson, to try to get there, but he came up short. In hindsight, better to play that into a single. Instead, his efforts lead to a double. They appeal to first base to say that he missed. Here's the replay of that swing. Good contact there by Leo. The dive in the outfield, just a little bit too short. And Mid-American Nazarene has another threat going in the 7th inning. They scored 1 run in the 6th to get on the board. Now trying to get closer, narrowing that 3-run deficit. Here's second baseman Randy Fernandez. Fastball misses away. Fernandez, a junior from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Foskett delivers. Swung on and missed. Runner at second, nobody out. Fernandez obviously trying to hit the ball to the right side to advance or score the base runner. Up and away. 2-1 the count. Again with a runner in scoring position, the pitchers tend to slow down the pace of the game, working more deliberately, working more slowly. This game started a little bit before 3 o'clock. Coming up about 2 hours in about another 10 minutes or so. Swings and misses. A wide sweep on that breaking ball from Foskett had Fernandez chasing it well out of the zone. 2-2 the count on this battle between Jake Foskett and Randy Fernandez. Another breaking ball. That one's chopped on the ground. It will advance the base runner. The throw across the diamond on a 6-3 putout on the play by the shortstop, Jose Ceballos. So Fernandez accomplishes his job. He advances the base runner, giving up an out. That'll bring to the plate left fielder Jacob Jenkins. Jenkins 0 for 2, both times grounding out to second baseman Jaden Adams. Concordia plays its right side of the infield at regular depth. Left side of the infield is up a couple of steps. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. So kind of an interesting defensive formation here. They'll concede a run on a ball hit on the ground to first or second. Swing and a miss once again, so Foskett can help his own and team's cause by getting a strikeout here. Jenkins now down 0-2. Strike 3 on a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Jake Foskett. And now the infield can move back to play regular depth all the way across. Leo, the runner, remaining at third base. And the batter, the 9-hole hitter, shortstop, Austin Healey. Now 6 strikeouts on the game for Foskett coming in relief in the third inning. Breaking ball, fouled out of play, 0-1 on Healey. A brief timeout while we all watch Jake Foskett tie his shoes. Foskett's now ready. And back to work. Digs in against the pitcher's rubber on top of the mound. Gets comfortable, gets set, and delivers. Breaking ball swung on and missed. The breaking ball has become his favorite pitch over the last couple of batters. Trying to work out of trouble in the bottom of the 7th inning. Both teams with leadoff doubles to start this inning. Concordia not able to push a run across. Mid-America trying to do some damage here. But they won't get it done. A swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jake Foskett. Works out of trouble. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. 7 innings complete. As we head to the 8th inning, our score remains Concordia 4, Mid-America Nazarene 1. 2 innings to go in this matchup in the opening round of the 2021 NAIA Baseball National Championship. All right, a couple more texts. Oh, my goodness, several more. I'm slowing down on the job. Lexi Gonzalez and family, girlfriend of John, cheering on John Vargas and the Pioneers from Covina, California. Another California group joining our broadcast. We thank you. Go MNU at number 9, Kyle Waller. Mac cheering you on from back home in Wisconsin. Glad you're with us today. Hi, Autumn here, watching from work, supporting Concordia Bulldogs. AJ Cotton. Get back to work. We're glad you're joining us here, getting maybe a little work done too. Go MNU from Grandpa Ezra Jansen, listening in Crescent City, California. Go Bulldogs from the Salt family, watching all the way from Sydney, Australia. We've got an Australian flag emoji as well. Glad you guys are listening down under to the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. Cheering on the Bulldogs from New Palestine, Indiana. Go Concordia from Brady Gerganius. Hope I didn't slaughter your name too badly. And go Ben Berg and the Bulldogs, watching from Carroll, Iowa. All right, we're all caught up on text messages. Thanks again to everybody who played along with us today on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network as we head to the 8th inning. Here's Tate Johnson to lead it off. First pitch swinging, foul out of play over to the left side of the field. Johnson 0 for 3 today. Next pitch, fastball outside. Eric Navarrete back to the mound for his second inning of relief work, coming on and replacing starter John Vargas. Two and one the count as that pitch misses away. Navarrete coaxed a couple of fly balls and has got a strikeout in that last inning. Also surrendered a walk. Outside once again, now 3-1 the count. Advantage to Johnson. And it'll be a leadoff walk for Tate Johnson. He'll trot down to first base. Concordia has had a base runner on in each of the first 8 innings, with the exception of the 6th when they went down in order. Here now, third baseman Jacob Falk. Falk in the number 8 spot in the order. Let's see if head coach Ryan Dupick might be thinking about a sacrifice bunt in this situation, as Johnson gets his lead off of first. Breaking ball, no sign of a bunt there. Called strike one. Pioneer third baseman Bryson Sherwood playing in a couple of steps. But first, a timeout called here. Looks like a pinch runner coming in for Concordia. All you guys with younger eyes, what's that number? Number 24, thank you. Peyton Scott will come on as the pinch runner. So he was courtesy runner earlier in the game. So you can come in as a pinch runner, but you can no longer then courtesy run. So put in Peyton Scott, pinch running for Tate Johnson, as Jacob Falk steps back into the batter's box. Throw over to first base. Scott back in plenty of time. First baseman Adam Relihan trying to hold the base runner on. Works a lead, front foot out beyond the cutout between the green and the brown of the turf. Another breaking ball. That one stays in and low. 1-1 to count on Falk. Falk 0 for 2 thus far today. He did walk and get as far as third base back in the 4th inning. Swings, foul tips into the glove of the catcher. 1-2 the count. And again, foul tipped into the glove of the catcher, Sandoval, for the strikeout. The 1-on, 1-out in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the shortstop, Jose Ceballos. But maybe not. We're going to have a pinch hitter coming in here. Noah Jansen will pinch hit.
Pinch hitting will be number 13, Noah Jansen.
So we'll put Jansen in the book. Jansen, a sophomore from Johnston, Iowa. A chance to pinch hit here for the Bulldogs. Left-handed batter against right-handed pitcher. Throw back to first. Jansen, a .282 hitter on the season. Appeal down to third base. They say no swing. 1-0 the count. Navarrete very close to a balk that time, kind of rushed through that one. We've seen one balk called already today. This time comes to a definite stop up near the chin. Runner goes. Called strike on the outside corner. The throw goes out into center field. It'll be a stolen base for Peyton Scott. Got a real good jump. Would have been a bang-bang play. But Healey couldn't handle the throw down. Good job of backing it up by center fielder Dante Freeman. So now again a runner in scoring position for the Bulldogs. 1-1 the count on the batter, Jansen. Swings and misses. 1-2. Jansen with that number 13 on his uniform. Must not be too superstitious. Low and away, 2-2. Again, the set from Navarrete. The look, the pitch, hit in the air to center field, but right at the center fielder, Dante Freeman. He makes the catch and gets it quickly in to hold the runner at second base. So hit well on the line, but right at him for the second out of the inning. Concordia turns the batting order over one more time. Here's leadoff hitter Jaden Adams.
Second baseman, number 8, Jaden Adams.
Adams 1 for 4 in today's action. The runner at second base, Peyton Scott, coming on to pinch run for Tate Johnson. Breaking ball misses away. For Scott, that was his 23rd stolen base of the season. 23 out of 28 attempts. Another breaking ball misses low and away, 2-0. Nice job by Sandoval to slide out there to block it up. Action in both teams' bullpens. That point of the game where you try to match up as best as you can. Swings and misses at that one. An awkward thing. Tried to hold up, but generated so much torque on that, almost spun himself into the ground. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Hit foul on a play down the right field sign. CUNE on our little scoreboard stands for Concordia University of Nebraska. Bounced. Count goes full. On batter Jaden Adams working against pitcher Eric Navarrete. MNU, Mid-American Nazarene University. There are several Concordia universities across the country, so that NE signifying the one in Seward, Nebraska. Here's the payoff pitch from Eric Navarrete. Chopper to short. Handled there by Healey, and on the mark to first, a 6-3 putout retires the side. For the Bulldogs in the top of the 8th inning, no runs on no hits. There were no errors, 1 left on base after 7.5 our score. Concordia 4, Mid-American Nazarene 1. Top of the order. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Pioneers, Torrance, Relihan, and Sandoval, the first 3 scheduled hitters. as Jake Foskett heads back to the mound for Concordia. Looks like we might have a defensive change as Concordia coach Ryan Dupick talking with home plate umpire Zach Lutz. We'll try to find it and let you know who it is. Yep, figured it out. Tate Johnson re-enters the game. He'll be out in center field after Peyton Scott came on to pinch run for him. With the re-entry rule, any of the starting players can re-enter the game one time. So Peyton Scott's day is done. He was the courtesy runner earlier on, but since he's now been in the game officially, he can no longer be the courtesy runner. Changed, one more change, now playing third base for Concordia. Number 16, Carlos Benavides. He replaces Jacob Falk.
Top lineup for the Pioneers here in the bottom of the eighth. Right fielder number 8, Josh Torrance.
All right, here we go with the bottom of the 8th inning. Josh Torrance will start things off. The right fielder looking for his first hit of the day. This is his 4th plate appearance. Foskett delivers one hopper to second base. Speared over there by Adams. And on to first. A well-hit ball, but right at Adams. One pitch, one out in the bottom of the 8th inning. First baseman Adam Relihan next up. He had a double his last time up and scored the only run of the game thus far from Mid-American Nazarene. Winner advances to the winner's bracket, loser to the loser's bracket. The loser's bracket game will be tomorrow at 11 a.m. The winner's bracket game tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Breaking ball down low. Five outs left for Mid-American Nazarene to try to get back into this game, trailing by a 4-1 score. That pitch up high, now 2-0. Relihan 1 for 3 on the day. Takes that pitch for a called strike. Looked like he was taking all the way, trailing. Want to try to work as much as you can. Coax your way on with a walk or a hit, whichever works, but just be a base runner. Inside, 3-1. Foskett obviously does not want to walk the batter, try to keep the bases clear. A chopper right back to Foskett. He fields it, tosses over to first, and there are 2 away in the inning. I mentioned earlier in the game that Mid-American Nazarene has not made an out on a fly ball all game long. I think at that point we were in about the 5th inning. Well, that string continues into the 8th inning. Every out has been recorded either on a ground ball or a strikeout. And Foskett will come out of the game with 2 outs to handshakes and pats on the back from his teammates as we have another call to the bullpen for Concordia University. The new pitcher for Concordia is number 1, Nathan Buckaloo. All right, Nathan Buckaloo on the season. A 2-0 record in 23 1/3 innings A 1.93 earned run average for Buckaloo. In those 23-plus innings, he has struck out 27 and walked only 5. So he'll come on in relief. Buckaloo, a junior from Urbandale, Iowa. That's a suburb of Des Moines. So it is a save opportunity. No, it's not a save opportunity. It is, okay. Had to think again. Sometimes when you get this part of the game, so Jake Foskett, who came on in relief, would be the pitcher of record at this point in a Concordia win. So 5 innings of relief work for Jake Foskett. All right, and Buckaloo does have 6 saves on the season, so he's filled that closer's role for Concordia this year. The first batter he will face is the Pioneer catcher, Joshua Sandoval. So the Pioneers down to 4 outs remaining to get back into this one and stay out of the loser's bracket. So now the Concordia hopes to close this one down, rest upon the right arm of Nathan Buckaloo. He'll work from the stretch with nobody on. First pitch on the, just off the inside corner, ball 1. Contact foot on the third base side of the rubber. That pitch, again, just off the inside corner, trying to keep Sandoval from extending those arms. Sandoval 1 for 2, including a walk and a single. Base runners, the important consideration right now for Mid-American Nazarene. So 3-0 the count as Buckaloo comes out of the pen, but in danger of walking the first batter he faces. There's a pitch down the heart of the plate. Sandoval taking all the way. 3-1. Still a hitter's advantage in the count. Comes set at the belt. That pitch fouled straight back. Sandoval had a good hack just under it a little bit, and now the count goes full. The payoff pitch upcoming in this battle between Nathan Buckaloo and Joshua Sandoval. Fouled back. We'll do it again. That was so much fun. We'll do it again. Hit into the air down the left field side. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So Joshua Sandoval picks up his second hit of the afternoon, keeps the inning alive. And a courtesy runner will come into the game. Once again, it is Will Morris coming in off the bench to courtesy run. Oh, let's get a change in that. We've got number 18 instead coming in to run. That will be Joey Calamayo.
Will be number 18, Joey Calamayo. Defending center fielder number 11, Dante Freeman.
Dante Freeman trying to keep the inning going. With 2 outs and 1 on, his team trailing by 3. Here's the first pitch to Freeman. Misses low and away. Nice backhanded stop by Bulldog catcher Ben Berg. Freeman, a senior from Sacramento, California. Big at bat. That one glances off of Berg's glove. That's going to be a pass ball. A pitch he should have handled. Instead, it moves the runner into scoring position. So that makes the task of driving him home a little bit easier. So Calamayo now gets a lead off of second base. Concordia defense will pay more attention to the hitter than they do to the base runner in this situation. There's a pitch for a called strike. Looked like a little breaking ball. Now 2-1 the count. Calamayo trying to come back on each of the first two hitters he has faced today. Again, 6 saves on the year. Breaking ball, foul up on the right side of the field, up into the weeds on the hill to the south of the playing field. This field sits in a natural bowl. There's a hill to the east, which is right field, a hill to the south, which is to the right side, and then to the left side, there's another hill to the west. The only area where it's quasi-open is to the north. That one bounced in the dirt, so that time it'll be a wild pitch. So a pass ball and a wild pitch has moved Joey Calamayo all the way to third base, and the count goes full. Nathan Buckaloo on the mound in relief of Jake Foskett, who came in relief of Nick Little. Popped up down the right field side. It's going to tail into foul territory and bounce out of play. So Freeman stays alive, and again, a full count pitch upcoming. A critical juncture in the game for Mid-America Nazarene to try to get back into this one, trailing 4-1. Breaking ball, fouled back. Again, a 3-2 pitch upcoming. And a critical moment of the game for Concordia to try to keep Mid-America Nazarene from coming back. Buckaloo looks in, gets the signal from Berg. That's going to be a base hit to center field. It's a 4-2 score. Rounding first on his way to second as the ball gets all the way to the fence in right center field. An RBI double for Dante Freeman. And now the score 4-2 as Joey Calamayo comes across for the second run of the game for the Pioneers. Again, all this started with 2 outs in the inning, just like it did back in the 6th when Mid-America Nazarene scored its only run prior to that. Again, a visit from the Concordia coaching staff. Again, a tip of the cap to all the coaches involved in this for Mid-America Nazarene. Ryan Thompson, the head coach. Colton Punches, Waldo Odens Jr., Kellen Richards, and Cam Screeton. And for Concordia, Ryan Dupick, the head coach, along with Caleb Long, Jonas Lovin, Wade Council, and Logan Ryan, his assistants. All right, so the battle continues in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now 4-2 our score. The batter, third baseman, Bryson Sherwood. First pitch swinging. Didn't mean to swing off the mound. And fielding it is Buckaloo. He'll toss it over to first base. So I didn't really want to swing. Results into the final out of the inning. For Mid-America Nazarene, they'll score 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base. 8 innings in the book as we head to the 9th. Our score, the Concordia Bulldogs 4, the Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers 2. An exciting conclusion awaits us in this opening round tournament action. And again, Sherwood, with that injury to his leg, walks very gingerly back to the Pioneer dugout on the third base side. Eric Navarrete back to the mound for Mid-America Nazarene, trying to finish this one out, holding Concordia to another goose egg. A substitution for Mid-America Nazarene, now playing third base, number 20, Kyle Franklin goes in for Sherwood. Franklin, a junior from O'Fallon, Missouri. I believe that's in the St. Louis area. So he'll be on defensively here at the hot corner. Concordia trying to add some insurance with the 2-run lead. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 holes in the order. Leading it off, designated hitter Bo Dorman. 1 run in the third, 2 runs in the fourth, 1 run in the fifth. All of their 4 runs grouped together in those middle innings. All the runs from Mid-America Nazarene coming late, 1 in the 6th and 1 in the 8th. Here's the pitch from Navarrete. A breaking ball called strike 1. So Eric Navarrete starts ahead of the hitter, Bo Dorman. Dorman had a double his last time up, also had a single his second plate appearance. That breaking ball sweeps outside. We've seen some nice action on the pitches from just about everybody today. Pitch up high. Now 2-1 to count. The wheels in the coach's mind spinning here in the 9th inning as some defensive substitutions and possibly some pinch hitters on track before this one is done. Now 2-2 the count on Dorman. A 2-for-4 day thus far. Swings and misses. Foul tipped into the glove of the catcher for the strikeout. First out of the inning. Third strikeout of the game for Eric Navarrete since coming on in relief back in the 7th inning. Joey Grabansky, the left fielder, next up for the Bulldogs. He's been on base twice in his 4 plate appearances. 1 hit, a first inning double. Breaking ball lays off that outside. Grabansky has an RBI. Grabansky has 1 RBI. Ben Berg has the other 3. Popped up. That's going to get out of play beyond the press box building. Swings and misses, chases that pitch up out of the top of the zone. Now he's behind in the count, 1-2. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning, it's the 6, 7, 8 spots in the Mid-America Nazarene lineup awaiting. Swings and misses. The first 2 up go down swinging. Pitcher Eric Navarrete now with 4 strikeouts in his 2 2/3 innings of relief. So he's done the job nicely, holding the Bulldogs down, trying to give his team a chance. The cleanup hitter, right fielder, Keaton Kander, the next up. Kander 0 for 4 today. Breaking ball, chop foul up the third base side. Hey, oh, Coach. Coach Ryan Dupick has a clank off his hands. Gets a little grief from some of the guys down that way. Another breaking ball. That one's also in the zone for a called strike. That pitch starts off coming at the batter and then breaks into the heart of the zone. If you can time it up, you can hit it, but you're on the back of your heels more times than not coming at you. 0-2 the count. Fastball fouled back to the net. Navarrete tried to get the 3-pitch strikeout there to retired the side. Kander just got a little piece of it. Chop foul again. Second chance. Coach, he wisely lets that one go past him after it was a lot harder hit. So Kander back in there. Kander, a junior from Merrill, Iowa. Trying to keep the inning going. Trying to get a little of insurance. His team leading by 2 runs. Breaking ball for a called strike 3. So Eric Navarrete comes and strikes out the side in the top of the 9th inning. Trying to get a little momentum on the side for his teammates to score some runs. After 8.5 innings of play, Concordia Bulldogs 4, Mid-American Nazarene Pioneers 2. Last chance hotel for the Pioneers. They need 2 to tie, 3 to win. A couple more texts here in the queue. Let's get to those. You got this, Bulldogs, number 27. We love you. His sister tuning in after work misses her brother. Go Juju, number 27 for the Concordia Bulldogs. Number 27, Juju, is Jose Ceballos. Go Bucky, cheering on former Dragon and Stinger Nate Buckaloo from Johnston McGregor's. Go Noah J2, and say hi to Alex in Mexico from his former Dragon teammate. All right, a couple final texts there in the queue. Thanks for everybody for playing along with me this afternoon. We'll be doing this all tournament long. Always like to hear where people are listening in and kind of have a two-way street as part of our broadcast. Mid-American Nazarene, 2 runs down to their final 3 outs. They'll be facing Nathan Buckaloo, the Concordia closer coming out of relief. 6 saves on the season for Buckaloo. And the first batter he will face is designated hitter Ryan Leo. Leo, a .411 hitter on the season. Today he's 1 for 3. Loser plays tomorrow at 11. Winner plays tomorrow at 2:30. First pitch swing. He chopped up the third base line, charging and throwing across the diamond. A nice play out there by third baseman Carlos Benavidez, just into the game as a defensive substitution. Charges hard and makes the play for the first out of the inning. Thought maybe the Pioneers would be taking a strike here to try to get a base runner, but first pitch swinging, and Leo is retired. Next up, the second baseman, Randy Fernandez. Fernandez reached on an error. He's 0 for 3 officially. Lays off that pitch. No, he does not. Can't hold back the swing. Appealed, called strike. So Benavidez coming in for defensive purposes up to the task on that previous play. That one's hit to left field. That's going to drop for a base hit for Fernandez, as that will allow the tying run to come to the plate. The batter will be the left fielder, Jacob Jenkins. So still hope for Mid-American Nazarene. They still have 2 outs to work with. 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning, trailing by 2. Jenkins is 0 for 3 today. Foul tip at the plate. 1 strike to count. Concordia outfielders playing a step or 2 deeper than normal, trying to cut down an extra base hit. No one holding the runner on at first. That pitch outside. So Fernandez would have a pretty good chance to steal second base here, as the first baseman playing behind him, trying to focus on the hitter. Bounced in front of the plate. Nice job by Berg to keep it in front, prevent the advance. 2 balls, 1 strike's the count on Jacob Jenkins. Jenkins in the 8th spot. 9-hole hitter Austin Healey on deck. 2-1. Swung on and missed. Looked like a changeup that time. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Now 2-2. Chopper on the ground. Runner was going with the pitch. A wise move. Fielded over there at first base by Jesse Garcia. He'll step on the bag for the second out of the inning. On the play, Fernandez advancing to second. So Concordia does not care a lick about the runner at second base. They'll be focused at the plate. And it looks Austin Healey, the shortstop, will step in with the game on his line. Healey does have 11 home runs on the season, so he's a threat to go yard, even though he's the 9-hole hitter. We talked about an impressive batting average down at the bottom of the order. First pitch a little low, ball 1. 11 home runs and 53 RBIs on the season for Healey, so he's not your prototypical 9-hole hitter. Buckaloo sets, delivers a breaking ball, swing and a miss, 1-1 to count. Pioneers down to their final out. Buckaloo looks in, sets just above the belt. Line drive, one hop caught at second base. The throw to first is in time. 4-3 on the putout. A nice pick by Jaden Adams. Watching the ball come over the top of the umpire, made the short hop pick and got it across to first base to retire the side. No runs on one hit, no errors, one left on base in the bottom of the ninth. Congratulations to the Concordia University Bulldogs as they come away with a 4-2 victory over the Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers. Line scores for today's game: 4 runs on 10 hits and 1 error for Concordia. 2 runs on 9 hits, no errors from Mid-America Nazarene. With the victory, Concordia moves to 39-9 on the season. With the loss, the Pioneers drop to 39-15. That means that tomorrow, Mid-America Nazarene will take on St. Xavier University in a loser's bracket game. That will come on the air at 11 o'clock in the morning from Don Roddy Field or from here at Brown Park if necessary because of the rain. With the victory, Concordia moves on to a winner's bracket game where they will play at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon against the winner of the game between Bellevue University and the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. So more exciting NAIA baseball remaining to be played in this Bellevue bracket opening round of the 2021 NAIA Baseball National Championship. Again, I want to say thanks to Chad Jenkins for working behind the scenes, being the producer for today's broadcast, and to everybody from Bellevue University working in the press box and helping to coordinate things with this opening round tournament. And our day is not yet done. Stick around for one more baseball game upcoming. That'll be between Bellevue and the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. That game is scheduled to start at 6:30, so about 1 hour from now, we'll have our third game of the day to determine the seeding for tomorrow's games at Don Roddy Field. Thanks for lending us your eyes and your ears. Thanks to all of you who sent along text messages today. One quick check here as we wrap things up. Good call. Thank you from Beth and Bo, Washington and Palisade, Colorado. And thanks, guys, from Johnston, Iowa. All right, that'll wrap it up. Mick Krupski signing off. More baseball coming your way later today right here on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network.